What'd you say? We good?
Yeah.
How does it sound?
It's on right here.
All right. Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash, the ones to the elders GMS, salutations, shalom, Akim out there, Christmas true. Also, shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. And we back with another live show, and we're gonna get right into it. Give me there's nothing that should be hid, that should be brought forth light.
Okay.
All right, because we live in a time, all right, that the Lord is taking down the so-called white man, taking down America, all right. But in the process, He's also exposing this devil on all levels, man. All right, he's just not exposing Esau, right? He's also exposing these niggas who Esau set up, man. All right. Right now you got the thing in Afghanistan, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Esau being exposed, man.
Yeah.
Getting ran out the country and shit, man. You know, leaving the country in shambles. You know,
Even abandoning the people that helped them.
yeah. Hey, I thought right. I thought you was all about democracy. All right, helping the people, man. Showing you this man way of life is not helpful to you. You know, it's only going to make your life worse. All right. Scriptures say, "And the end thereof is death." You know. Go ahead.
Matthew 10:26. It says, "Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known."
Yeah, and here that should not be known. So look, we found out everything about this devil, man. And we're finding out, hey, he's not a man of his word, man. Right? Which we've been through that, but the people, the masses are actually seeing this devil. They're making memes about him all on social media. All right, you got the what's the name? Which some of them motherfuckers are Jakes. All right, but Esau when he left the country, right? They sitting up on the dance with their shoes up, where they was at, man. You know. Go ahead.
Read the next verse.
And that's another war that you done lost. All right, you done lost, man. It was a failed project. All right, just like what's the name of that movie? Black Hawk Down. Who they fight? Huh?
Was it Mogadishu? Black Hawk Down.
You know, your ass got ran up out of there. So you got done up there, man. You know. But all this is the spirit of the Lord, man. All right. What's that? Is the spirit surgeon? Put that in. I might be mixing two scriptures together. But was there any more to that, Matthew?
That was it.
Right. And also give me how the things that Esau searched out.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
That's not going to get that.
Right. So we're living in a beautiful time, man. All right. But the Lord, He's basically he's putting this devil. He's showing everybody that this man is the devil, man. All right, and he's not this. Oh yeah, give me that in the book Isaiah. The noble man should not be called
liberal.
Yeah, the liberal.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Vile man should not be.
But anyway, let's go to that.
Perfect.
How the things Esau searched out.
This is Obadiah. You know Obadiah.
No, you can start from the top.
Okay, I was gonna say you know Obadiah. I just keep going up
because that's the whole total demise of this Edomite, all right? That so-called white man, all right? You read the book of Obadiah, it's talking about the fall of the so-called white man, okay? And his society, all right? Go ahead.
This is Obadiah chapter 1.
And the things that he stand for, all right? Democracy is failing the earth, man. All right?
It's smart.
His way of life is failing the earth. It's not helping, man.
I mean, image.
You know? People are fucking depressed. They on fucking depressing pills, man. All right, yeah, all kind of drugs. They're homeless. Okay? What else?
Opioids.
Yeah, the damn opioids, man. You know?
Low birth rate.
Yeah, the earth is just out of course, man. The food is messed up. All right, you have fucking destroyed the whole entire earth, man. All right, under this devil, man. Go ahead, though.
This is Obadiah, starting from the top. It says the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the
Right,
heathen.
and that was a perfect example, all right? They have what? Risen up against battle. They chased them out of there, man. All right? And that's just not the only country, man. All these other nations, man, they're going to do the same thing to you. That might not be the only country that might not be the only country that America is going to be kicked out of, man. All right? There's probably more to come.
Like a trickle effect.
Yeah.
You know, other countries might see that, like, oh damn, if they did it, we can do it, you know.
And that's just little, what's that?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, you know? They don't want you there, man. Go ahead.
It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Right, so you're greatly despised. Everyone hates you, man, all right? Just like that show, everybody hates Chris. Everybody hates this damn devil, man. Except for 2/3 of our people, all right? Even you got even other devils. They hate each other, all right?
It's the Jews.
It's right. It's the Jews, all right? Which they the worst of it,
Right.
because it's a higher class of these Edomites, all right? Which is these damn Amalekites, you so-called fake Jews, okay? They hate each other, man. And that's right. Everybody should hate you, you damn Amalekites, man. You the worst. Hey, all the problems go back to you damn Amalekites, man. All right. It says, what it say? Amalekite is the first of the nations, man. All right. So everything is happening through these damn Amalekites, man. All right. You been reprobates, man. Hold on, you been kicked out. You Amalekites, you been kicked out over 200 countries. All right. You got a track record of your ass getting ran out of every country, man.
Because they bring immorality to a nation. Like they got a documentary on YouTube you can watch while Hitler actually was getting them out of there. Because you got something called Babylon Berlin, and they was doing all type of perverted things there, and it was orchestrated by Amalek.
That's why the scripture get that scripture, the words of the heathen. Then we go back to that. Well, the words of the heathen is you so-called fake Jews, man. You're the root of the world's problems. All right, because the world is being ran by you behind the scenes, man. Okay, you're pulling all the strings. All right, all you elite banking families. All right, start with the Rothschilds on down, man. The DuPonts, the Gettys. All right, the damn Rockefellers. You want to hear?
Because even if you have the ones that say, oh, you know, they say, oh, well, it's not just the Jews, it's the rich. It's the rich that's the ones that's fucking us up. Well, the Jews, they're considered the rich, you know? Because they're all what? The elite banking families. They the one that owns the money.
Yeah, that's if any race of people, you got to pick which one the wealthiest it'll be them.
Yeah.
But where that scripture at that you
Words of the heathen things like in Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 7:24. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and the
jump up a verse.
Okay, come on. Ezekiel 7 and 21. And I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it.
It's talking about our land. All right, talking about our land. Go ahead.
My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place.
Hey, is that not true, man? You got what? The biggest gay pride parade over there, man. All right, over there, what? Making culture swine, man. All right. All of them. I watched the video. Show you. It was a video with this so-called Jew over there. It was a damn Israelite woman sitting right there. And the damn Amalekite just threw up on her, like purposely. And spit on her. I'm like, what? Like that's vile. Please throw up on somebody. How you make yourself throw up?
Channeled it. Like you
channel throw up, man. Yeah, you gotta have demons on you. You gotta be a damn demon.
And his wife just gave the girl, the nigga woman a hug too. You know, after his wife gave her a hug, he just went up to her and just to show you how he thinks of you.
Oh yeah.
It says, My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place, my
Mhm.
secret place. For the robber shall enter into it and defile it.
And that's how he got everything, man. That's how he got it. Robbing, all right? Robbing and stealing, man. All right? Through what? Through his banking system, all right? And slavery, all right? Manipulation. That's how he got everything, man. All right? Because that whole banking system thing, that's all thievery, man. That's all thievery, man. Like you put $10,000 in the bank, they gonna make that 10,000 to a damn 100,000 out of thin air. And they're gonna lend it out. You know? Where you reading that?
Ezekiel 7:23.
Go ahead.
It says, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes,
Mm-hmm.
and the city is full of violence.
Go ahead.
Wherefore I will bring the worst of the
You
heathen.
know what? Read that part over again.
Verse 23, make a chain, for the land is full of bloody
Right,
crimes.
because another thing what these devils are doing, right? You got them and what? You know, what's the name of that country? Palestine fight.
Mhm.
You know, you treat them unjust, man. Bombing them. All right? Doing all kind of wickedness, man. You know?
Yeah.
And they just over there fighting with fucking rocks and shit, man. You over there bombing them, man. All right?
Yeah, they had because they got I think it's called the Oslo Agreement, which basically, they supposed to be actually making an agreement to divide the land and give Palestine a portion, but ain't nobody actually adhering to it. And they had this Irish councilman or whatever. He was digging into him. He was like digging into him because of it. Like, why if y'all make this agreement, do y'all honor that agreement? Because if y'all, why y'all still they steady encroaching on the land?
Yeah, they taking the land they gave, they taking it back, basically inch by inch. Man. You know, driving those Israelites out, man. You know. Go ahead.
It says, which it ain't y'all land anyway,
Right.
but even
but they made an agreement.
yeah, right.
You made an agreement.
It says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses.
Yep.
And that's happening in America too. Like a lot of these homes getting foreclosed. People done had homes and their families, but and then Esau make a condition for you to lose your home. These people ain't just been squandering off. These it's hard out here, man. They actually came out and said that Americans need to get more jobs. You need to get basically, long story short, you should have between two and 3 jobs. So their answer is when they create the conditions to destroy you, their answer is to put you in further bondage.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get 2 or 3 just to maintain. Not ain't no more increasing. Ain't no trying to get into the middle class, upper middle classes, just to maintain. It says, but that's the ideals of the worst of the heathen, though.
Yeah.
It says, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
Yeah. Man, you can stop right there. Go ahead, Dwyer. Go back.
I had a precept to back up the riches part you was talking about.
Okay.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 4. It says, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten the riches, and hast gotten gold and silver unto thy treasure.
Mm-hmm.
By thy great...
This man set up a whole system that really only he can understand, man. Or later on down the line, people will have years, you basically like years behind.
Right.
Now all this information is actually coming out. Now you're able to understand how this man was able to, to just get rich, man. First of all, he took away gold and silver, all right, and he set up what you call it? The Federal Reserve, all right, and that's how this devil got rich. He basically took all the real riches and gave you fake riches, man. You know, and he even owns some of the fake. They're not spending gold and silver, all right. So they actually spending some of the fiat money too, man. You know, they holding on to all the good shit. You know,
They show you that in Rush Hour 2. The guy, that's the name. Basically, the antagonist of Rush Hour 2. He opened up a casino in Las Vegas, and they had this counterfeit money that the only way you can tell that it was counterfeit if you burn it. Real money burns
Black or something?
No, real money burns blue, and that fake money, it burns black.
Okay.
So the only way you can tell that it was fake is unless you burn it. So basically, he opened up a casino and had people come in with their real money, betting their real money, and if they win, he was gonna give them the fake counterfeit money. And that was his whole, grand scheme. It's to run a
plot.
Yeah, it's his plot was to run in a casino with fake. They give you the fake money if you win, but you spending your real money when you're going in there.
See? So, thievery.
Yeah.
Fraud. All right. So scripture say what riches got him out of the sea.
Yep.
All right.
Scripture talk about the false balance. I remember that we buy gold. That's been something I've been seeing. Well, because I'm becoming an adult now, but that's something I've been seeing, more prominently, like since 2008, 2007.
It started back then. 2007, 2008.
We buy gold.
We buy gold.
Yeah, all the pawn shops and stuff.
Who do you think run those?
Exactly.
That's that's a nice way of doing. Like, what was that guy name? The president that took all the gold.
Nixon.
Was it Nixon?
In 71.
Was it him?
It happened to
Google it real quick. Was that Nixon?
Nixon did something with gold.
He took it off the bill.
That took the gold, but basically what they was doing. That's a nice way of them taking your gold. This time we gonna give you money for it. Yeah, right. We ain't gonna
give you IOUs.
Yeah, right.
That's what the currency really is in America. It's IOUs.
Yeah.
Because it's not backed by anything anymore.
You remember what's that? The Louis Dumb and Dumber? They spit all the cash.
Oh yeah. Those are IOUs.
Those are even better. Those are IOUs.
She was pissed. He said, "What's this? Where's the money?"
They blew in Lambos and shit, and they were living in extravagant as hell.
Hot ass pink suits on top of it.
Drinking champagne and shit, man. Go ahead, man.
Roosevelt, he's
right. Roosevelt. Go ahead.
He prohibited exports of gold and prohibited the treasury and financial institutions from converting currency and deposits into gold coins and ingots. And then Nixon, August 1971, Nixon ends convertibility of U.S. dollars to gold.
Right. So basically, what they did was a nice way and also a very deceptive way, right? To get gold again. That's real money, man. We got gold. And it was mainly, it was crazy. When you go to East, out there where Esau lived, you didn't see that shit. It was only where Jake was living at. We got gold.
Yeah.
And then they ain't gonna give you the right price for the gold.
No, right? you get something that called pennyweight.
Right.
Which is exorbitantly low from the price. But even further, even when they first enacted the gold thing, they was basically you had to bring your gold in and get money, and they got laws on the book where you can't have so much. You only can have so much gold anyway.
Yeah.
Or you can't melt down your coins, because coins is real metal too. So they got laws against you. Well, this is mine. If I own this, I'm supposed to be able to do it whatever I want to do with it. So how I can't melt down? Because I think any penny before 1985 is 90% copper. Yep. So if you got a whole lot of pennies, they melted down in their copper form. They more than 1 cent. And Esau knows these things. That's why he got these laws in place to further keep a ceiling on your financial access.
They cap you off, man. And it's even worse. Like I honestly believe that we're being subject to a tax from Esau, like through our banks. You know what I'm saying? Through us trying to progress, like certain things, like you notice, like they used to be able to get a credit card if you needed one. You know what I'm saying? You used to be able to get have a bank account where money just don't come up missing. You used to be able to get a small business loan. If you had proof of a business, if you had a tax ID number and a business bank account, and you had proof of money coming in and going out of their account, you used to be able to get a business account. That shit is shut off. You know, so everything. I believe, and I believe it's more so for us too, man, because everything is cut off. You know, like me, I'm trying to think of all these little ways to get extra money, and it's like somebody on the other end, like no, you know, that's how we thinking that sometimes, like some motherfucker.
It is, because they done already set things in place, so you can't get it, man.
Yeah.
Right? Or Jake can't get ahead, man.
Yeah.
Like say if you, perfect example, Jake was selling, they were selling their house, right? And what happened? They were selling it, and they gave Jake a bogus price. They had added things to it. So they went to somebody else to sell the house, and the house was valued way higher, man. What it should have been, man. So they always sticking it to Jake, man, no matter what, man.
Bro, I had a bank account. The bank account closed. The bank account closed while I had money in it. Then they told me, oh, you got to come out here to get your money. I had to drive way out to Illinois to get my money out the bank. You know, because the bank account just closed. We don't want to do. Bro, I'm talking about I've been with them for years. We only do service with such and such people. I'm looking like, what? They sent me a debit card. Then they said, oh, well, you gotta prove that you are this is really you. You know, or something, whatever it was. I'm like, you just sent me a debit card. Why would you send a debit card first and then say, I gotta prove it's me? And then close the bank account. You know? You know, so then for like a week or so, I didn't have access to my money. And I was like, then I had to drive all the way, damn near about Six Flags. Gurney.
It's like
From here, that's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I drove to Chicago, stayed the night, picked up a brother, and had to drive way 2.5 hours down there and back.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It says,
Was you done just reading?
He was reading out.
Okay.
it says, by thy wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
And that's how he did. That's part of that goes into the war in Afghanistan, because he saw they started. The goal is they would start some of these wars with no end in sight. All right, they were just starting some, because basically you got something called the golden billion, which is the Russian terminology for what the Western world do, and that's they use all of these countries to the word they used was appendage. So those countries are used to get their resources and then to be a place to dump toxicity and toxic waste and things of that nature. But you see that happen more so in Africa and South America. But that happens with anywhere that they go, and they're allowed to really come against the people like that. Because I think they said I think the Kush Mountains in Afghanistan, they said they got minerals and resources equaling up to $1 trillion. Then they had the opium fields in there. So that goes into by they traffic. Oh, one brother posted a video. It was what? I don't know how much money it was. It looked like maybe billions of dollars. It was a room with a whole bunch of money. It's about a room like this. Money about that tall in stacks, covering the whole room over there in Afghanistan. So then you got the industrial complex. That's why they said if Biden get elected, we'll be in war within a year, because everybody that backed him up is people that work with the industrial complex. Those people constantly get money. They go over there, and then those people, they charge the American government or whoever to build whatever structure they need over there, and they just getting like Dick Cheney, they just getting paid Halliburton, Bill Gates. How these people? They say what? All the CEOs done stepped down from their company, but they worth even more money now.
Yeah.
Like how you work? Like how Bill Gates more than doubled his profits through philanthropy. Philanthropy is giving money away. So it's all lies and robbery, man.
It's just another way to steal. It's another, it's just a fancy title on stealing.
Yeah.
You know, fancy title on stealing, man.
They say the scripture say with crafty words they deceive the simple. The simple, you look up some of these words and you go into what they're doing, you come to find out it's 1,000% the exact opposite of what it is. That's all I can get.
It says, therefore, thus says the Lord, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations.
Yeah, and these other nations, and that's what's happening, man. These other nations is coming up against Esau, man. All right, they coming up against you. All right, go ahead.
It says, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Democracy was going to.
Yeah.
It says, and they shall defile thy brightness. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the death of them that are slain in the midst of the seas.
Because eventually, the judgment of America is turning into destruction, man. And the future of the so-called white man, and you other nations, all right. But who's gonna get it the worst? The so-called white man, all right. We gonna put hell on you other nations too, all right. But the judgment of the so-called white, he gonna constantly have a boot on his neck, all right, or just getting jacked up, okay. That's hell. Not just us, all right. The Israelites, all right. Gonna fuck him up. We're gonna have these heathens, all right, beating his ass in the kingdom, man. Mad. You the reason we, you know what I'm saying? Catch him. You're right there picking.
Just stole.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the punching bag of the nations. You know? You're gonna be the punching bag of the nations, man.
Nerd in the school.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, "Wilt thou yet say before him that slay thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slay thee." That's
Let's go back to the over there.
I looked at that word despise. Let me read this verse over.
Okay.
Verse 2, it says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised." And I looked at the word despised. It means to think or scorn a vile person, to despise, hold in contempt.
What did it say?
It says, the Strong's definition says, to think, scorn, vile person.
To think of scorning a vile person. All right?
To disdain. So you got esteem, it means to, it's disdain.
Basically what? Look down upon it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thou art great. Because basically the other night, they like, man, we can't wait to get our hands on these devils. And that's why these nations is really building up that military, which the Lord, he's really putting the spirit on them to do it, according to Bible prophecy. But why? All right, because they hate this devil. They hate the so-called white man. All right. Because hey, he done did something to all the nations, man. All of them. Every nation that actually exists, America have done something to them, in some way, shape, or form. All right.
Help. Public government.
Yeah, some kind of corruption. Even nations in the what you call that?
Edomite.
Yeah. EU.
EU. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even amongst the EU, man. You know, they hate your ass. They are greatly despised. And that's that house being divided against us, though, man. All right. These Edomites fucking despise each other, man. They hate each other. You know,
It says to despise, hold in contempt, disdain.
You hold in contempt. Hey, devil, you did this.
I got something for contempt too. I looked up contempt. You looked at it says. I'm gonna read this definition. The one dealing
that's why the scripture say what? Book of Job, it says, "Who shall declare his way to his face?" All right, somebody gotta tell this. Hey, you going off. All right, you did this, you did that. You know. Because for years, wasn't nobody telling this devil. I mean, all right, after the let's say the 60s, all right, that was it, man. Wasn't nobody cussing out Esau no more, man. You had the Black Panthers and shit rise up, all right. Then after that, it died down for years, man. You know?
People wrote books, but those books wasn't easily accessible.
Yeah. And with the COINTELPRO, they infiltrated a lot of those groups. They took the gas out of them. You know, by turning them against each other. You know, and
they gave them jobs.
Yeah.
Gave them jobs.
And a little money.
Like dude said, man, we went in there with our rifles and we came out with jobs.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the scripture said, "Gift destroys the heart, man." When you go, you angry, and you saw he did some fucking
Crumb.
though he go crouching.
some fucking tokens, man.
Like the one men, July men we were seeing the video of back in the day.
The
It was cussing.
60s?
Yeah, the 60s was cussing Esau out.
Yeah.
It was pissed. You could see the passion, the fire that they had back then.
Esau was looking like, we gotta put a stop.
Yeah, they wasn't saying shit.
Mankind heroin.
Yep. Go ahead.
But that word contempt, it says the offense of being disobedient to or disrespectful of a court of law and its officers. And the funny thing is, you got something called the Geneva Convention, which is the United Nations got this whole code of ethics that they must follow even when you go to war when dealing with any country. And even within that, America breaks that. Like you ain't supposed to use chemical warfare, biological warfare. America uses that. All right. It's a whole bunch of things. They had the videos when they might show 12 men, 13 men molesting a little young Afghani girl or a boy or something like that.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I seen we used to have it on the sign. Remember when we had the signs with the buyer? They had the group of American men actually raping, the woman on the board.
Yep.
Had to bend over and had her what's the name over her head.
But they come up with the laws and they break them too. So they guilty on all levels. They're guilty according to their law, the Most High laws, their laws, and the laws of the world. That's all they do.
They just break. They break all their laws. And because now when you get off into Esau's, his economy or the stock market, man, this dude is corrupt, man.
Yeah.
On all levels, man.
Anything built on oppression will not stand. It can't. It's got to be built on equity and fairness and logic. That's why men are made to rule, and that's why men are the only people with reasoning and logic.
Yeah.
When you build something on moral corruptness, you're gonna reap corruptness. You're not gonna get back some shining light. The scriptures say darkness can't comprehend light.
Yeah.
Hey, you shit. It's not gonna it's not gonna harden and make a diamond over years. No, it's gonna still be shit 100 years later. 400 years later, it's still gonna be shit. Hello? So that's what, and that's why the Lord is bringing this man's down. I was just listening to the brothers. The brothers were saying that the containers that used to come overseas used to be, for a container, used to be what, $2,500. Now they're saying it's $25,000. They're saying a pallet of product that's coming from overseas used to be $600. Now it's over $2,000. Now what's happening? It's an already struggling economy. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord is doing that, because He's making them speed up this process. Now, if the so-called white man slacked off on his fucking oppression, fucking devil you. You slacked off on his fucking oppression and start dealing right, then this economy would start to flourish. But he's so busy in his fucking oppression and keeping people down and not wanting people to make the same money. So you got a system where you're keeping the best workers, you're keeping the people that make up this fucking country, you're keeping them down here. If you would have let them flourish, the economy would boost up. But no, you're just a fucking oppressor. You're a fucking demon, man. And now look what's happening to you. Now through all that moral corruptness, now you're reaping corruption. Now all that shit is coming back to face you. So he's being pushed into his natural state, which is a beastly type murder. Eventually that's what all you're gonna fucking become. A beastly type murderer, and then the Lord's gonna give us power to subdue you, and that's it for you. Then you'll be the weakest chump on the planet.
And the whole world gonna know it.
Precept book. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity.
Yep, hey, this land is cursed right now because there's been so much blood spilled on this land. And all throughout Indianapolis, around this area, there was a war fought on these grounds. Esau let the Gadites die on the ground and build houses over them. And, you know, this land is fucking a burial ground. You know?
Yeah, the Indiana mean land of the Indians, all the fucking Indians.
Yeah.
All the fucking Gadites. You know? All the Gadites, man. Like Indiana with no Gadites.
Man, I don't even.
Well, at least the ones that don't know that they're Gad. But it should be somebody else. Like, look,
I don't even know if it's a reservation.
We're such and such tribe. We're such a land of the Indians.
Yep.
No fucking Indians, which they're not Indians. You know, that's a fucking derogatory term. You know, but where they at? Where?
Yep. Hey, this is Shawnee territory. From here all the way over to Missouri, it's supposed to be Shawnee territory. That's what my mom's. You know, my mom's is from Missouri, so she's Shawnee Indian. All this territory is supposed to be their land. I don't think it's. Do you know if there's a reservation in Indiana?
I ain't never heard of it.
I've never heard of a reservation in Indiana. It's supposed to be land of the Indians.
Where we leave off at?
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Yeah, hey, because it is all season now, man. Your run is coming to an end. Well, your reign is coming to an end. All right. All right. You had a nice run, you know, but now it's ended. You know, the walls is closing in on you. You know. Go ahead.
It says,
You're losing on all ends, man. Okay.
It says, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked.
If you're gonna go back into that chapter, Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked. And that's what it is. It's cracked right now. It ain't completely broken. It's cracked. Got a crack in it. You got a crack. But eventually, hey man, you keep walking with that staff. Guess what? Eventually, it's gonna break. All right. It is an old fucked up staff, man. You all right? How we have broken the staff of the wicked, man. Hey, the word staff means what? To support. All right. And read that part over again.
It says, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked.
Right. So everything you use to actually to fucking oppress people, man, it's not working anymore.
Lies.
Yeah, it's not working. You have broken the staff of the wicked. Okay. Your whole support system. Look, people don't want they don't want to go to your fucking schools. You know, they hey you glad about the food, man. You know. Go ahead.
It says, and the scepter of the rulers.
And the scepter of the rulers, man. Oh, what do you leave off out of that?
I'm holding. I still got scriptures you was holding.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, finish reading.
Okay, time.
Which I wanted to go to Isaiah 14, but
it says, he who smote the people in wrath with the continuous.
This is a lot, man. I mean, the place is just through, man. Like, hey, like somebody brought out the CDC, right? They said such and such man got corona, and such women have multiple corona. They said, what happened to the other 26 genders you said it was? Right. You know what I'm saying? So people are fucking seeing this shit, man. You know? Right. What happened to the non-binary people that got fucking corona? You know? So people are seeing through your fucking madness, man. They're calling you out on it, man.
Hey, they got T-shirts out that say, I identify as vaccinated, because they don't want to take the fucking vaccine.
Trans-vaccinated.
I identify as a vaccinated person.
So you losing, man. You losing this war that's going on, this spiritual war that's going on, man. And the game is rigged, man. You ever watch those what's that the card games that people play
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? When you
yeah.
go out there, they move the cards around.
Uh-huh.
But guess
Sleight
what,
of
man?
hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand, man. You then is rigged, man. The most side, the game is rigged, bro. And at the end, you lose, man. You lose.
Yeah.
You fucking lose.
Lou, that who? Zahir.
You know?
Like my
Go
man.
ahead.
Yes, sir. Jim King.
Oh, it says, he who smote the people with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hinder it.
Yeah, and that's true. You rule the nations in anger, man. If they don't do what you say, you bomb them. All right. And then once you go actually in their land, you rape the women. All right. You push that democracy, you know, and you just fucking corrupt their whole country, man. All right. And what we're actually seeing with what you call that? What's the name of that land again? Afghanistan. It backfired, man. It backfired. You've been in Afghanistan since what, man?
01.
Since Bush. Yeah, since Bush. You know.
20 years.
Now look, that didn't pan out to a 20-year war. 20-year war, man. You done took these people country, man, for 20 years. How is that even just in any way, shape, or form? Man? How is that just?
It's all bombed buildings.
Yeah.
It's
That's how the
man.
scripture say the unjust knoweth no shame, man.
Damn.
He knoweth no shame, man. Like he ain't ashamed that he did that to that country, man. He's not ashamed, man, that those people are hungry over there, man.
Displaced.
They're displaced. They don't got nowhere to sleep.
Yeah, he'll send in a ground devil to go and do a documentary.
Yeah.
Be over there mocking them people.
Or you killed a fucking 1,000 babies over there. When you watch the news, he's not holding himself accountable for that shit at all.
Hey, I was just telling the brothers, y'all see that?
It's just like, how the fuck you fuck these people country up and still come out the hero?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, that's true.
How?
That's true, bro.
How, man?
Man, because he loves controlling the narrative. Man. He was talking about Afghanistan, right? Y'all seen that video where the plane was taking off and people was holding on and dropping out because they tired of fucking war. They tired, man. They know if they see America gathering up its citizens from that land, they know they're going to fucking war. They tired of that shit. You talking about people that came home from work and their whole house was blew up. They holding their dead babies and wife and shit. They right now they probably just started a new family. They're like, I ain't going through that shit again. You know, they see war coming to that land, so they trying to get the fuck out of there.
Then you left the so-called Taliban, which is probably still your people. Still your people. All right, and they gonna finish terrorizing the goddamn place, man.
And Kim Iverson was bringing out that those people that was hanging on to the plane trying to escape was the people that was actually helping America, like the translators and people that had various positions.
So what you think was gonna happen to them?
You're right. They turned on
their people, man. You see? that democracy, man.
Just like Native Americans, just like the Native Americans. The Native Americans that helped you take down other tribes, and when it was all said and done, they was left high to dry too.
Yep.
I got something. This is what we called for earlier. This is Isaiah chapter
28.
I think it's 32. Isaiah 32 and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, "And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly." And that's that's talking about the men who the Lord actually woke up that you were the devil. All right, a lot of us started out rash, from whatever walk of life we came in, but then when we came to the truth, our eyes were no longer dim, and we hearkening, and we seeing that the problem is you.
Yes.
Oh, it says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Yeah, the value should no more be called liberal, man. All right, you're not the superhero. All right. The superhero. This is Superman himself. All right.
Yeah, what they call him, the president of America is the leader of the free world.
The leader of the free world. Right, look, then this way is nowhere near free over here. All right. This is a goddamn joke.
Yep. And he's always been vowed because the word liberal means willing to respect or accept behavior or opinions. You don't want to hear nobody's fucking opinion. You deleting YouTube videos for opinions.
He believe the Lord.
For what you think. I'm sorry, for what you think is opinions. You deleting the YouTube videos. You know, like it's offensive language. You know, people say people talk about all kind of fucking shit.
Yeah, put in twerk videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They ain't none of that being deleted. Right.
Homosexual children cartoons. Exactly. Ain't none of that being and see. In the 40s and 50s, people used to look at this place like it's the way. El Dorado. That all these foreigners wanted to come over here. And now these foreigners like, man, this ain't where it's at. But they like being over here because ain't no judgment. Like you want to be a homosexual, you want to commit adultery. But outside of that, this ain't the place to be to flourish or thrive, because it's all oppression. It's all full of lies and robbery. It says, nor the churl said to be bountiful, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his
the word because he brought it out in the regular dictionary. And when you go to Hebrew,
just when you look up liberal,
nada, ayah.
Nagayah.
Yeah, you're right. Nadayah, something like that.
Nadayah, yeah.
Yeah. Right, it means noble, princely rank. Right, but what cracked me up was the strongs, right? Mm-hmm. It is voluntarily, that is generous, magnanimous. It says as a noun, a grande. It says sometimes a tyrant. It says sometimes a tyrant. Damn. It says free, like you said, leader of the free world. You know what I'm saying? So it hit those words, man. It says liberal things, noble prince, willingly arty. You see?
And also, y'all ain't the nobles or the princes either, because the kings of the earth are the Israelites. Yeah. So we go into the history and we telling you, y'all ain't King James. All right, y'all ain't Mozart. Y'all ain't none of the greats of the people. Y'all are the churl.
Why y'all not still making? If you was Mozart, why y'all ain't still making that music?
But Jake making opera. It ain't being pushed like that. But you got Jake out there making operas and doing little symphony type like things.
That's it. Esau's not doing it.
Mm-mm. If they is doing it, they're just playing things that's already written from the greats.
Yeah, they do look like you. They're Israelites.
It says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy.
And that's what practice hypocrisy. All right, it all boils down is for him to practice hypocrisy, man. All right, because all this is him supposed to be this stand-up guy. He's not that, man. All right, he's a hypocrite, man.
It says, and to utter error against the Lord. So when Kamala Harris said, taking the injection is loving your neighbor, that was total error against the Lord. All right, total error.
But this nigga ain't never loved his neighbor. You eat him out, you don't even love each other.
Yeah.
So you sure can't love us. But that's the hypocrisy. That's the hypocrisy of this devil. They set up this bitch. It's a perfect example of the Bible that says, love your neighbor. Look, he gonna do something to them too, man. Mm-hmm. You know, Kamala and fucking Joe Biden, right?
Kamala gonna choke on the olive.
Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala.
that damn demon. She is straight up demon. Go here.
It says, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty.
Yeah, that's what he do, man. His whole thing is to make you solely dependent on him, man. And just like that, he can snatch it away.
Yep.
All right.
He wants you to pay permission if you wanna live somewhat independently. You know, working on your house, a garden, collecting rainwater, all these independent things. He wants you to ask permission, and it's not really wants to ask permission, but he wants to keep tabs on how many people is actually doing
Yeah,
it.
and another thing, like with the whole Maxine thing, right? What do you think that's all about, right? So when it boiled down to it, you won't be able to go in there and get no food. Right? But I thought you love the people. I thought you care about the people. But he gonna pass a law, right? Or you can't go to a restaurant, or you can't do certain things unless you got a pass. You know,
It's like the mask. You know, people was actually getting kicked out of stores for not wearing masks.
like come on, man.
It says, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the churl are evil. Like this whole, this is an instrument, all right, and it's evil. It's called the Center for Disease Control, not disease eradication. All right, and then you got something called gain of function researchers when they study the diseases that happen in animals that are not permissible to humans or transmissible. All right, these diseases that animals get, we ain't supposed to get them, and they figuring out how can we get these diseases from animals into people.
What benefit is that?
With the whole the damn coronavirus, that was only known when you look it up. That was only known for being in animals.
Yeah.
All right, I looked it up on Wikipedia, man.
Mm-hmm.
These devils, they done figured out how to fucking give it to humans, man.
Yeah, and make it stronger. Because gain of function is not only to gain access to humans, it's gain of function in the virus, making the virus more potent.
To control. The Center for Disease Control.
Yep. Yeah, now they're talking about that C-19 is becoming more airborne. You know,
Yeah,
so it's no end but this.
that is airborne.
Yeah, and then in Israel, they got the highest population of people that took it. They got like 90% of their population took it, and everybody, all they new cases is people that got it. So how can you blame it on the so-called unvaxxed when you got
A whole nation, they got.
yeah, you got examples of it.
All right.
And then they said wear off. They say you need a booster. At the end of the day, it all boils down to these are the instruments. These are his devices. We're not ignorant to say devices.
Of the churl.
Yeah, of the churl.
Of the churl.
It says he devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy
Oh,
speak.
you would say what? Destroy the poor with lying words.
Mhm.
That's what's going on right now.
Yep,
All right, he trying to destroy the poor with lying words, man.
yep. It says even when the needy speak it right. So even because they got some now that anything that's going against the establishment dealing with this injection, it's just gonna be totally taken down. Regardless, even if it's from another medical source, medical doctors, because you got what's the other country they was going into it? Kim Iverson, when she made good videos, by the way, when she was going into Iceland, one of them countries, but they got a real transparent injection. They keep tabs, like they keep the information and knowledge. It ain't political with them, so it be straightforward. Look, ain't nobody. The only people that's getting affected is the people that's so-called injected. All right, with the new strains, with the only less than 0.5% had the Delta strain. And so the thing is, it's going to be a never-ending cycle to steady take your freedoms away. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got this one, but we still got Delta and Lambda.
Yeah. And then they're pumping liquid metal into your veins in a form of healing to make you an antenna.
It's one big freestyle, man. It is freestyling as they go, man.
Yeah, Johnson retract their vaccines like a couple months back.
Like soon as that failed, they got so this is one big fucking freestyle, man.
And you can't sue nobody,
right? It's straight up off the top of the dome, man.
Right.
Yeah. You got hydrogel it turns from a liquid into a solid. You got the shit inside of people malfunctioning, blocking arteries and shit. You know, They're talking about, oh, you can't go because you fuck around and you can't go on a flight because you fuck around and shit malfunction inside you. You fuck around and have a stroke.
Yeah. Now,
You know?
And that word churl, right? What is that word?
And
one of the words is scundry.
Scoundrel.
Scoundrel. Right?
impolite, I believe.
It means a dishonest, a scrumptious person. Rude. Let's get an example. It says the scoundrel sets a bad example for other young men. That's the sentence they gave for it.
Rogue.
Yeah, rogue.
This man is a scoundrel, man.
Now look, hold on. When you go to the
miscreant.
now this was really. It said when you go to the Strong's definition. It says in the sense of withholding, niggardly.
Yeah.
Niggardly. So who's the real nigga on earth, man? Amalek. All right.
Esau.
That's straight up nigga. All right.
Because it means stingy. Basically means stingy, man. Oh, and
That's what says riches.
Yeah, that's the thing. His thing is to get in the process of killing all these people. He's getting rich.
yeah.
All right, because the Pfizer stock is up. It's up $51 months ago. Hold on, I can look it up. So go if the stock, I can look it up. I think it was like $30, but the fucking Pfizer is up, man. It's fucking up.
Yeah, and when you go into the golden billion, it says these elites, they get the lion's share of the world's resources. But you talking about the world running out of resources, and you you're the churl. You're lying, you're withholding, you're niggardly, you're stingy.
That's what I said in the Bible.
You stink.
It says riches is not commonly for a nigga. Common means beautiful. You know?
Yep.
It's not commonly for, because what? He's going to keep it all to himself. He's going to keep it all to himself.
And they praise these people for walking around looking like a bum. You got all these billions of dollars.
Right.
Riches ain't comely for a niggard, man, for a stingy person, man.
They got Bill Gates. They got the nigga who created Amazon. They got Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Looking playing with like Walmart clothes on. They got Jake. Like, oh, see, this ain't rich. These people are.
Oh, that's stupid.
That's
broke. Looking broke.
Yeah.
The dusty selves.
Well, first of all, the niggas that's in the entertainment center, they got a royal persona about it. That's why they got the gold teeth, the rings everywhere. You got to think King Solomon was so decked out. His servants was decked out.
Right.
Where what was it, Isabella?
No, they didn't name her.
Queen of Sheba.
The Queen of Sheba.
Queen of Sheba, she came and seen his servant, and she was like, "Oh my God!" She thought that was King Solomon himself. So he probably was decked out with rings, chains, gold around his mouth, gold in his earring, all types of stuff. So it just shows you that Jake has that wannabe royal mentality, And Esau, they just plain. Regardless.
So Pfizer, right? It was $38 a year ago. Let's say August 19th, right? It was $38 today. It went down $2, but it was at $51 today. It dropped down 2%. All right, it's at 40. It closed out at $49 today. So this devil, he's profiting. He's making millions off this shit, man. If you're able to invest, $2 million into the stock market, buying it at $38 and the shit go up to $50, man.
Almost double.
Yeah. You that's a hell of a profit, man.
And it ain't done going up.
Yeah. So it's gonna keep going up anyway.
Yeah.
It just show you, man. Go ahead.
It says, we'll go back to it. It says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right.
See?
So they lounge. They lounge on those that speak right. Us, other whistleblowers, because it goes part into their doctrine. David Rockefeller wrote it. He said, "Look, if anybody come up against us, we'll just use the media to destroy their character, and then if that don't work, we'll kill them. Whatever suits us best.
We'll crush them.
Yeah,
by any cost, man.
Yeah, whichever is more suitable. Sometimes it's suitable just to destroy somebody's character.
Yeah.
You know, other times it'd be like, okay, just get him out of there.
Make him, what word I'm looking for? Make him, not questionable. Damn, I can't think of that word, man. Go ahead.
Reasonable doubt or something like that.
That too.
It's
Not even that. Go ahead.
Yep, it says,
That too.
it says, but the
Y'all giving all the right synonyms. What is a word, you know? Go ahead.
but the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you know what? Being liberal is being about justice. To liberate, that's where the word liberate comes from. It's being about a person that's about justice. Okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what if you ever notice a real Edomite is always calling somebody a fucking liberal.
Right.
You know, you ever notice that?
Mm-hmm.
But a person that's liberal is about justice, liberation.
Right.
You know?
But not these liberals.
Yeah. Hey, you could be the person that's looked at as liberal, pretty much, you know.
Yeah, the Democrats, this really should be called licentious.
Mm-hmm.
You just got a license to do wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
So you can stop right
Okay.
there. Go ahead, go ahead, bro.
This is Sirach chapter 13 and verse 18. It says, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? I think it's a hyena.
Yeah, how you?
Hyena and a dog, and what peace is between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eateth up the poor.
Oh, see, the rich eateth up the poor, man.
Right. Basically, it's going to be a constant fight. It's not going to be no coming together.
It ain't even a fight.
You're right, right.
It's not even a fight. You're just getting your ass whooped.
Yeah, they just
You know?
basically just pray.
you just getting your ass whooped by this devil. It ain't even a fight, man. You know?
Here it is. They basically devising ways to bring you down and just completely fucking you up. And your life already down, so you can't even. It's not even fair.
Yeah. You're the doormat.
Yeah.
You're the doormat. You're the constant doormat.
Just like how they was on when the stock market crashed, they was popping bottles on.
Yeah.
What's
In
the name?
2008, and it was pouring, and they was even pouring champagne on them because they made mad money off that, man.
Yep.
They made billions of dollars. All right, when the economy crashed in 2008, man. They was pouring champagne. The people was down there protesting. They popping champagne and pouring champagne on people, man. This man's the damn devil. Then you got people that have lost their houses, lost all kind of money.
Completely suffering.
Commit suicide because of it.
And that's how they do. They make money off suffering, off people suffering, off people losing everything, man.
Damn.
How is that how is that morally fucking right? You making money off people suffering. Come on, man.
And then you got people calling this, oh yeah, he winning. He eating.
He eating all right. Eating your ass.
Yeah.
It says, as a proud hate humility, so doth the rich abhor the poor.
Yep.
Yeah, to get more jobs. That's your solution. Here it is. These banks done gave you all these loans with the lowest interest rates in history. The lowest interest rates in history. So you can go and play, and then when you fail, you borrow more money, and as the low man on the totem pole is suffering for it, you say, oh well, like that one guy from Shark Tank.
I was just thinking about Shark Tank, bro. Get out of my head. I was just thinking about
Mr.
Kevin
Wonderful.
O'Leary. Yeah. I was just thinking about Kevin O'Leary and damn royalties. Basically, pay me just because I own a piece of your business.
And the Lord smoked him
about that
because they had him on record saying something like some horrible, man, about the poor. Like basically something to the effect that poor people want to be poor. He got caught. You know how Esau tried to say something that makes he get totally caught up, man. And then now they got these the people on Wall Street and the different economists that's on there, because you got the economists on the people side, then you got the economists on like the rich people side. The rich economists talking about, get a couple more jobs. The economy be great. So now the average person got to have between 2 and 3 jobs.
Yeah.
When you done effed off all the bank loans, and you get the lowest interest rates. But here it is, if somebody want to go lease a car or a house, their interest rates is higher than what you get.
Yeah. It's funny. I was just thinking about like on social media. That's what I was saying that we're gonna shut TikTok down because all of these fraudulent dealings, like with the banks actually use life insurance policies to actually gain money. And there's a guy on there. They gonna shut him down because he's like, hey, be your own. Get your life insurance policy. You can borrow money with a low interest rate. Exactly what the bank do. They do the same thing. He said, just cut out the middleman. Look, these are things that people don't tell you because the rich have meetings and do things amongst themselves to stay rich. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they own the insurance company.
Yeah. So it's just a circulation.
So they got access to all the
that.
money.
Yeah. And when you get your money, you actually just let your money sit and they just circulate your money back to you, but they give it to you at interest rate. You're saying money, man. That's grievous. That's grievous. This is what they prescribe. You say hold on something?
What is it to my
You got something that we're gonna go back. What was you holding last?
I was reading these.
We're gonna go back to that.
What was all that?
We're going. If you got some,
Okay. This is Isaiah 21:2. He said, "A grievous vision is declared to me. The treacherous dealers dealing treacherously."
Treacherous dealers.
That's
treacherous, man.
I think because I was looking at my job because they fucking hurried in my job because window quit. Window bro.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen.
I just seen
my boss fucking humble because Window actually stayed there long enough to Robert his cousin, so he stayed there until Robert could get his vacation. He worked your job for the fucking weekend.
Right.
You work 5 days a week. This motherfucker work every day of the week, bro. I'm like, hell no. So he leaving this shit. So my boss was like, yeah. He said, so now they hurt. So they got like two.
Just fuck your life.
Just fuck your life,
Yeah, that's
bro.
the answer. Just work more.
Yeah. And then he told me, he said, oh, this usually have 1 point. I said, I know. What that mean?
So I'm gonna be late.
You gotta have 1 point to get a position is getting close to the job. Like, man, bro, you're right. Get the fuck out of this motherfucker. This shit straight. I'm out of this bitch. Because they think that this is the only thing. Because one boy quit. He said his last words when he said you most of you motherfuckers make a career out of this shit. He said it's just a goddamn job.
And another thing, the business owners, they don't appreciate the workers. The workers,
No, they don't.
The workers, the people that's keeping the business, they understand that they're unappreciated.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck work now. Bro, there's a lot of companies complaining about it's hard for them to find good workers. Because people are not, and you know what, they're set in some way, in some oppressive way, that the business class, they gotta redo all of that shit.
Well, that's the grind that you see, because it's ceasing, bro. Everywhere is giving fucking sign-on bonuses. One guy finna leave. One guy finna leave. This Weaver popcorn company giving him like $5,000, giving him bonuses to leave. They paying out other people to leave their other jobs, bro. That's that cutthroat shit. Why you gonna pay somebody else to leave another job? I mean, this shit is over with, bro.
I mean, it's competitive, but these companies, it's wicked. You giving the sign-on bonuses to the new hires instead of maintaining the workers you got by giving them a bonus.
And what's making them more hungry? Crazy Joe got motherfuckers sitting at home making the same amount of money. Why go to work? Shit. He said, a grievous vision is declared to me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously, and the spoiler spoileth it.
Yep. Treacherous. Let's go back to that one. The treacherous. Yeah, that's a hell of a word to call somebody.
Man.
Treacherous.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Those are the words they used to use in the old shit. Those was great weight, man. It didn't mean.
Go ahead. Look at that word treacherous. Somebody look at the word treacherous.
treacherously.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Go on there.
This is treacherous. Oh, that was treacherous. Okay. Treacherous. Look, they don't wanna. They don't got it. Wait a minute.
All right, go. What, in the scriptures, they don't got it.
They got it, but they didn't have it in English. I found it though. It's
What scripture you read from, Shimmy?
21:2.
Yeah, 21:2.
Isaiah. It says, but God, it says, to act treacherously, deceitfully,
Wow.
deal treacherously, faithlessly, offend, transgress, unfaithful.
The scripture says it's an offend. Well, which it says in the book of Job, the 10th chapter, it says, well, we offend not, you know? No, it's like
No,
that's
that's
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
But I think it just says something about
Yeah, he's offensive, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hey, that Strong's, man, is something else, man.
You got strong. What else you read? Yeah, I got.
You reading that in the Hebrew?
Yeah, come.
Yeah. Go to the Strong's.
Oh, okay. To act covertly,
Wow.
to cover fraudulently, perfidiously.
Hey, ain't that him? What is the council of the 300? The world. When we have how the world councils and shit. Those be sick
What's
meetings,
that?
man.
Blue letter.
Uh-huh.
Now, when you go to Strong's in the to the my sword, right? It says by implication to pillage.
Wow. Wow.
A fucking pillager, man.
Untrustworthiness.
You know?
Hey, remember the guy who was reading the bills, all of the different bills?
Yeah.
Classified.
Mhm.
Classified.
Anyway, let's go back to that old guy.
It also said to defraud.
Did that too. Right, which is the fraud is a real deceptive way how to get you, man.
Yeah.
Like brothers was talking about them adding taxes and interest,
Yeah,
to things. Man.
Yeah.
It's fucking the fraud, man.
And then they come up, like the scriptures in Isaiah 49, it says that posterity approve of their sayings.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got the sayings for their fraud. Oh, you gotta read the fine print. Why I gotta read the fine print?
Yeah.
Why is it so damn fine?
Yeah.
Then I can't see because you done injected me with shit to leave me not in my read the fine print.
Say that. I looked up the word on etymology online. It says Old French, treacherous, deceitful, from treacher, cheat, deceiver, liar, imposter, trickster.
Because he acts like
agent.
Because he act like everything he's doing is beneficial to you.
Yeah. About all the time. You see that documentary I put in the group when how they was split up when they had the war and shit. They was splitting up the land. They told the Arabs that they were gonna get Palestine, and that shit was crazy.
It was crazy. The spirit we was talking about that. The spirit. Well, we was actually just talking about that.
That shit, bro. They dig it up. Hey, bro. Hey, man. You other nations, man. You other nations, bro. Because we always be getting on Esau, bro. But when you fucking French, British, you motherfuckers is some fucking. You some treacherous motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers, boy. And you know what? That's why the Nigerians and other people be digging me and shit. Because I be telling, I said, y'all was enslaved by the British and that. They just be like, yeah. You know, because it's like you understand. Like, yeah, you know. I said, yeah, you motherfuckers ain't escaping. Oh, Elam, all in our job today. Fucking reprogramming shit. I think they bought the place. He a whole bunch of fucking short ass Elamites in that motherfucker.
Definitely gonna eat
I was like,
food
oh
now.
shit, bro. I was like, man. But go ahead,
Been
bro.
up this line dancing on one leg.
Spanking up the joint.
Stinking up the joint. It'll be stinking, man.
Yeah, they do.
bro.
They
They toes out.
old sweaty nigga.
They cologne stink.
Here you go. You got Esau. They got something called bankruptcy, or they got something called repossession. Is it repossession? Or repossession, where if you're in debt to them, or if you're in debt to somebody, they start to come and taking all your shit. But here you got America that's been in debt for like fucking how long?
Man, it's true, years. Y'all ever watch that movie? I mean, the fucking it's a what you call those shows?
Serious?
It's not
Docu-series.
no, it'd be like damn, the shows and that the dude French, he do repossessions and shit.
Oh, okay.
This dude almost fucking he got shot at. This motherfucker, he had a wood chipper and he had to go repo it, and he was rushing and shit going to get it. Dude, a reality TV, yeah. So he's going to he making treacherous. He's doing his job, but he gotta do it deceitfully.
I seen that.
You gotta go steal people's shit that's old on it. He risking his fucking life for his whole. That's fucking wicked as hell, man. Why you can't just go knock on the hey, yeah, man, you got a repossession order for this equipment. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to give it to me, okay, I'm gonna call the police. Why you got this mother getting shot at? I'm like, I wouldn't do it. Fuck that. Man, he can have that fucking cop. I'm not doing that shit. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 3, it says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee,
Yep.
thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high.
Bro, and who is that? I was gonna say Post Malone. Man, go ahead, bro. I was gonna say Post Malone.
Go ahead.
It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Thou.
Right. So even in the midst of this devil falling, he don't think he falling.
Yeah.
You know, he don't think that he's going down. Now that's pride, man. And that's fucking delusion, man. That's a scary thing, man. You falling and you in a burning house thinking it's not burning.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Lord got him in a trick back because he actually think this is a part of his plan.
Exactly.
Bro, I just told you.
Well, that's next
That's
level.
the spirit, bro. I just told my sister. Go ahead. I'll tell y'all. Okay.
I was burning like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
This nigga
bro.
sitting in it.
I said
They got this comic with the yellow dogs in there, the house burning and everything. He's just sitting there sipping coffee at the table like, this is fine.
And we the only ones that see the motherfucker burning.
Yeah.
That nigga, this place is going down. Your dumb ass.
Let me read Psalm 9 and verse 15. It says, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made.
Ooh, see, beautiful.
Damn.
In the pit that they made, man. All right.
And that's America.
You really, you digging your own grave, all right?
Yeah.
You ever watch them war movies? Or somebody, they make somebody dig their own grave.
Mm-hmm.
And after they done digging, they just shoot them in the head.
What's his name?
They cover their ass with dirt.
Rosewood.
That's Esau.
Rosewood. They had him digging the shovel. He said, I only got one good arm. He said, I only got one good shovel. The devil, bro.
That's the spirit, because I was just thinking about the scripture, that all wickedness shall wreck you.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about that all day today.
It says, in the net which they hid, is their own foot
Because
taken.
that net is the what? Trap everybody, you know? But guess what? You're going to be taken by that, man. All right? You are, like the brother said, it's really all the plans of the Most High, man. Right? You just jacking your own self up, really. This nigga is Fire Marshal Bill, man. You know, you watch Fire Marshal Bill. You just fuck up yourself, man.
Yeah. They had this shit when I was in the military. They had this shit called concertina wire, and bro, I hated that shit because while you spinning this shit out around the base, it's cutting the shit out you. You getting stuck on it. You know, that's like the brother said, the net that they lay out to catch the enemy, they getting caught on it themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Concertina wire, man. That's the shit. That's those. You see those round spools around the top of prison fences?
Yeah.
That's concertina wire. It's razor wire.
They call it razor wire.
Yeah, but in the military they call it concertina wire.
Yeah.
But that shit, when you that shit cuts you, nick your hands, and get caught in your clothes. You move your arm, it's only stuck on your leg. Next thing you know, somebody got to come and get a knife and cut you off that shit. You know, that's what's happening to America. You setting all these traps for everybody else, and you getting caught in the fucking trap too. Nothing can flow free without your ass on pressure, and then you gonna catch that shit on the back end.
Yeah.
You gonna catch it on the back end, and then on top of that, you done made all these enemies. When that flip come back and kick you in the ass, you done made all these enemies across the world. You know, being a hey man, that's That's why the scriptures say the greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get too much power, abuse becomes an easy thing, man. You know, people don't consider that there's an answer to what they're doing. You know, the scriptures say the rich sit in a low place, man. You know, because they all fucking defiled, man. You know, so that all these fucking traps they've been setting and shit, it's a trickle effect. It's gonna come and hit them. It's gonna hit them eventually and move their ass out the way.
You still reading it?
Hey, the Great Reset. The Great Reset is not the fucking. It's not the microchip. It's not none of you bitches think you're gonna do. We're the Great Reset.
Right.
You know, you perceive in your mind that there's gonna be a reset, and there is. It's gonna be you. It won't have no shit to do with you, except for in chains getting your ass whooped. You know, that's you. That's the main attraction. You.
Yeah.
You gonna be our entertainment for a change, man. We're gonna chase, man. We're gonna have technology to watch. We're gonna have wolves that stand 10 feet tall chasing your ass through the trees.
Human zoos.
And we're gonna be watching it. We're gonna be watching it eating popcorn or whatever we're gonna be eating the kingdom. Flower petals. I don't know.
That's right.
I'll read that part up.
Headline.
It says, Psalm 9 and 15, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken.
Yeah.
I got some. This is Sirach chapter 27.
Hey, I saw that on one of them survival movies. I'm sorry, on one of them survival movies that they said the what do they call that shit? They said a net across water, a gill net.
Yeah.
The guy forgot where he put the gill net. It got snagged and caught on the water. And while he was looking for the gill net, he got caught in that bitch.
Oh, wow. Damn.
That's easy.
Yeah, the scriptures call it the gin.
Yeah.
The snare. The snare.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is this is Sirach chapter 27, verse 24. It says, I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him. Whoso casts a stone on high castle is on his own head, and a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whosoever diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh.
What was that?
This is Sirach 27. That's why what's that one scripture says,
That's all I could think.
Perfect. Yeah, hey.
it talks about when Esau doing something. I'm getting too many scriptures mixed up now.
Anyways, man, with that, man, we gonna give all praise and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Upon us and the elders and gentlemen. Salutations to all the Akim out there that's pushed this truth. Also, shalom to the rest of them. Peace.
Peace.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Peace.
That was just getting good, man. What's wrong with you?